LEGO Star Wars designers seemingly spent the better part of the last year trying to convince us fans that it's okay to release a $350 Ultimate Collector Series Republic gunship, voted on by the fans, of course, with a clone commander that doubles as a clone pilot instead of just giving us a clone pilot that was accurate to the scene in the movie. You know, things that make sense. Fortunately, there is a LEGO designer at the LEGO Group that seems to be pushing for change. A change towards a more accurate and anatomically correct future. Enter LEGO designer George, who created the Majestic Tiger for 2022. And George's design has been getting a lot of buzz for a pretty funny reason at the core of it. My Tiger King minifigure. Do you think they made this because of Tiger King? Do you think they made it because of the Year of the Tiger? No, I don't think so. Where's my Tiger King? I know he's in here. Oh, there he is! Joe Exotic! Oh, it's beautiful. What?
Did you finish watching season 2?
I don't even remember, but it wasn't very good, so I don't care. Unfortunately, this set exists because it's the Year of the Tiger, more likely. So, we'll go with that, even though I choose to believe my Tiger King theory. It has 755 pieces, and in the US, that's going to set you back just $50. Pretty good price per piece there, and hopefully the model, when finished, will look like it's worth the money. But there's one specific feature to the model of the Majestic Tiger that most people would say puts this one over the top for its accuracy when compared to pretty much every other LEGO set ever. So on a somewhat serious note of this review, I don't buy 3-in-1 creator sets all that often, but it does look like if you wanted to build one of the inferior models, I really like this koi fish though, by the way, but if you wanted to build one of the inferior models, you're more than welcome to, but they clearly have different binding to denote the quality and the prestige of the Majestic Tiger. And within the third bag, how could I not record this momentous occasion? The pink flower piece becoming a butthole piece. And it seems really excited for you to attach that piece and then put it on the body of the tiger there. Interesting. Let's do it. Here we go. Oh, what a great time this is. This is my favorite step on a LEGO set ever. Wow. It's so much better now. I finished the build, but the last bag has a crazy amount of extra parts, and I also found in the back of the instruction manual, they do have a small write-up about the tiger and how far away you can hear the tiger's roar, and more importantly, unfortunately, they do confirm that Joe Exotic is not the influence behind the Majestic Butthole Tiger. It's the Chinese zodiac calendar. How tragic. Nah, it obviously makes a lot more sense for it to be that, but, you know, a man can dream, right? Despite having no easy access to the inside of the tiger, the entirety of the inside of the tiger is actually very accurate to what a real tiger would look like, or at least as much as you can accomplish in a LEGO set like this. I mean, they've got the flesh color in there. I feel like I even found the heart piece, which is this piece that doesn't really fill out the entire plate below it. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be the heart. Even the inside of the head has specific colors for different parts of the flesh and the brain and everything. It's really cool to see the inside of this tiger during the build process. Taking a closer look at the finished model, we've got this small bit of scenery, basically a little rock with some running water. It's pretty cool looking. It's got a bird on it, and, you know, it's obviously not the main focus for what you're getting for $50 here, but for $50, I felt like the tiger would be worth it on its own, but getting this nice little side build is definitely great. So while I like this little side build, I just don't care about it the way I care about the Majestic Tiger. I mean, yeah, this is nice, but like, whatever, you know, we'll just put it out of the way for now. So the Majestic Tiger actually does things too. It's not all about what's in the rear of the tiger, and it does stick out. Like, yeah, it's pretty blatant what that's supposed to be and what's there. But we'll start at the very front. The eyes of this guy are really cool. They look like one of the printed tiles, but they aren't. It's actually little rod pieces with holes in them stuck through the Lego stud piece with the open hole on the top. pretty cool, and you can see the eyebrows kind of slanted in above there. He's got a pink piece to represent the nose, and then the teeth on this guy are just menacing, and you can also open and close the mouth as you please, so you can pose it differently. And you can see inside of the mouth they use more pink to represent the tongue and then the roof of the mouth. It's really cool how much color is inside of this guy, and like at that accurate color. So this thing can pose about as well as anything ever. The legs, while I have them kind of in a tight position right now, can actually be moved out by like one slot. I guess it basically just has a 2-slot thing here. As you can see, it just moves 1, 2. But you can move them out, and then you can angle the feet inwards so that it actually stands properly, and you can do this with the back legs as well, so we can angle them up and then angle the feet in. And I like this wider stance. I think this makes the tiger look just generally better and more realistic, but you can see that looks fantastic. And the little like knee joint, I suppose, is connected here. It actually has a clip right there that you can see very easily, and that clip just kind of holds it together. You don't have to worry about it moving, but you can take it off if you really want the tiger to like have one paw forward, so it's kind of nice. Unfortunately, not going to stand still, but with that clip back in, you'll notice the rest of the leg can actually rotate amongst like the shoulder area. It's on a really strong joint piece, so you don't have to worry about them like folding out of place after you've already put them in a spot. Even if it's in a kind of bad spot like that, it's gonna hold its position, especially if we put the feet down the way they're supposed to. I mean, you can see you're gonna get a lot of posability out of this. You can make it look like it's walking, so we'll move another leg back here. You can make it look like it's like chasing prey, and then the tail, of course, I've got kind of at a weird spot, but you can move it however you'd like. Wiggle it around, put it in weird positions, fold it up, do whatever you really want to do with the tail. I just think it looks kind of cool when it's all the way extended out and it looks like he's trying to chase down some prey, or maybe that bird in the background there, he's gonna go take a bite out of him for lunch. And then another great part about the Majestic Tiger is kind of the detail of his fur. I mean, you can see it looks fantastic here, even with the lines done in black, and then these cheese slopes here on the top are actually printed, so that's not obviously pieces that are going through there. It's just a print on a cheese slope that lines up perfectly with the pieces below, and you'll see this on both sides of the tiger here. And then what you can also do is kind of bend the tiger at the front and the back, so you can have it kind of leaning to the left like this, and you can kind of have it lean to the right if you want to, so you can actually move it around. Obviously the neck joint has a lot of movement, and you can actually see a bit of the pink for the brain in behind there. So it's, you know, definitely got a little flaw, like something like that, but I mean, at the end of the day, that is whatever. I mean, obviously you're not supposed to be able to see the tiger's brain, but I think everything else on it is very, very good. For $50, the Butthole Tiger seems like an absolute steal. It's such a beautiful model that's going to look great on display, and I think kids can really enjoy playing with it as well, with all of the different joints it has. You can open its mouth, of course, and try to eat the bird, and the alternate models are nice as well, but I think most people are just going to jump at the opportunity to own a tiger that actually has a butthole at the back. So very, very accurate, and kudos to George, who did an amazing job designing this thing. I mean, it is about as perfect as you can get for a Lego model of this size. So if you want to own your very own Butthole Tiger, I've got an Amazon affiliate link in the description below. Doesn't cost you anything extra if you're going to buy it anyway. I give this one a 10 out of 10. Butthole. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let me know what you think about this thing in the comments below. It is the peak of accuracy. Thanks for watching.